Acknowledge Jesus. Lead from the place. You live some days. It is not the giant decisions that drain you. It is the non-stop drip of small ones. You wake up, your mind flips on, and the day starts collecting answers before your feet touch the floor. What do I say in that message? What do I do about that client? Do I push, pause, or pivot? By the time you sit at your early morning desk, you already feel like you are chasing the day instead of leading it. Decision fatigue rarely announces itself. It just quietly steals your patience, your focus, and your joy. That is why 1 John 4:15 matters so much to a leader carrying real life and real business pressure. If anyone acknowledges that Jesus is the Son of God, God lives in them and they in God. You already understand what it means. The question is whether you will treat it like a true address, the place you operate from, especially when your calendar tries to run your soul. Confession is not a slogan. It is a place to live. Most faith-based leaders can say good words about Jesus. The deeper issue is whether those words function like a lived reality when pressure tightens. John puts the relationship right in front of you. Owning Jesus as the Son of God is not a badge you wear. It is how you locate yourself when your day pulls you in 10 directions. Confession is not a slogan. It is a place to live. When you name Jesus, you are not tossing a spiritual phrase onto a stressed schedule. You are stepping into shared life. God in you and you in God means you do not have to manufacture steadiness from scratch every morning. You can start with presence, not panic. You can begin the day from belonging, not from the fear of being found out, falling behind, or disappointing everyone who depends on you. Here is a simple, concrete move that costs almost nothing and changes a lot. Before you open your inbox, put your hand on the desk, take one slow breath and say out loud, Jesus, you are the Son of God. Then read the first message. Not as a person alone in the dark, but as a person accompanied. Decision fatigue at your early morning desk, picture the moment. The room is quiet. The coffee is hot. Your laptop glows in the dim light. You plan to start with a few minutes of stillness, but your fingers find the trackpad anyway. One click becomes 10, a meeting moved. A client wants a change. A team member needs clarity. A bill hit in early. A payment has not come in. Your mind starts scanning for danger and trying to chart a course before your heart has even caught up. You are not weak. You are carrying more than most people see. Decision fatigue does not only make you tired, it can make you numb. It can turn you into a leader who keeps moving while feeling less and less human. You can start doing your work on autopilot, saying yes too quickly, dodging conversations you need to have, and confusing speed with faithfulness. This is where the verse becomes a leadership practice, not a line you admire. Think navigation, not willpower. When you cannot see far ahead, the answer is not to press harder and hope for the best. The wise move is to take a bearing. You recheck what is true. You make a small course correction before drift turns into distance. Slow down enough to remember where you live. So do it in real time. When you feel that inner spin, stop for 10 seconds. Breathe. Whisper, Jesus. Then ask one clean question. What is the next right step, not the perfect plan? Let that question narrow the noise and help you choose with intention instead of reacting with fear. God lives in you. Let presence shape your next choice. God's presence in you is not a mood boost. It is a reality you can lean on when your feelings lag behind. That means you can stop waiting to feel brave before you act with courage. You can stop waiting to feel calm before you choose wisely. You can talk to God in the middle of real life, not only when the day finally quiets down. This reshapes how you carry responsibility. You still make hard calls, but you do not have to lead like you are the only one who can fix it. You can pause before you answer. You can ask for wisdom before you send the message. You can choose humility before you defend yourself. You can admit you were wrong without collapsing, because your identity does not hang on being flawless. It also changes the way you interpret setbacks. When you mess up, you do not have to spiral into self-punishment or hide behind excuses. You can own it, repair it, and move forward. When fear shows up, you can name it honestly and still take the faithful step. God's presence does not remove the weight, but it changes who carries it with you. Practice small acknowledgments throughout the day, not as a show, but as a steady check-in. Before a meeting, Jesus, guide my words. Before a tense reply, Jesus, keep me honest and kind. After a mistake, Jesus, help me repair fast. These are not religious decorations. They are course corrections. Business under pressure. Choosing faithfulness. When the numbers feel tight, business pressure speaks a specific language. It talks in totals, timelines, and trade-offs. It can tempt you to treat people like tasks and to treat truth like a tool. When numbers feel tight, fear offers shortcuts that look reasonable in the moment, but leave you smaller on the other side. Acknowledging Jesus keeps you from splitting your life in two. If Jesus is the Son of God, He is not limited to your private comfort. He belongs in your pricing, your promises, your expectations, your contracts, your payroll, and the way you speak when you feel squeezed. He belongs in the way you handle a late payment without twisting the story or punishing people. He belongs in the way you set boundaries without becoming cold. Sometimes the most faithful business move is not a big swing. It is choosing clarity instead of vagueness, choosing honesty instead of spin, choosing fair margins instead of hidden costs, choosing a slower, cleaner decision when you know you are depleted. If you are hungry, exhausted, or emotionally flooded, you are more likely to steer by anxiety instead of by wisdom. Take a short walk, drink of water, come back. Make the call from a steadier place. Relationships with weight. Speaking truth with grace and listening without fear. Leadership pressure leaks into relationships fast. You can carry tension home without noticing. You can answer people while your mind stays on the next problem. You can get sharp or silent or both. Then you wonder why your closest people feel far away. Owning Jesus in public life includes owning Him in private moments. It looks like listening without rushing. It looks like saying, I am sorry, without adding a defense. It looks like speaking truth without trying to win. It looks like boundaries that protect love instead of punishing people. It looks like staying present, even when you want to escape into work. Before your next important conversation, take a bearing again. Acknowledge Jesus. Decide what matters most. Not that you look strong, but that you show up with love and clarity. Then speak in a way that leaves the other person respected, even if the answer is hard. When life and work collide, one confession that reorders. Everything many leaders do not need another push. They need a deeper center they can return to all day long. They need a way to lead that does not slowly hollow them out. They need an inner place where fear cannot hijack the wheel. That is what 1 John 4:15 offers you. When you acknowledge Jesus, you live from union, not isolation. Life and work stop competing for your soul, because both become places where you can live with God. You still pursue excellence. You still build, serve, and grow. but you refuse to trade your peace for speed, or your relationships for results, or your integrity for a quick win. So start with one confession today. Not in theory, in your actual morning, at your actual desk, with your actual decisions waiting. Say it slowly. Jesus, you are the Son of God. Then make the next decision from that place, and keep making small course corrections as the day unfolds. Do not let your next decision be louder than your confession.